Hello, everybody, and welcome to One Off Saturdays. This is the second time we've had to record this because the first time I was stupid and forgot to record the audio. That was my bad. Today we're going to be doing a YouTube tradition that is a dramatic reading of what has to be the greatest fan fiction of our time, My Immortal. When I was a teenager and when Ink was a teenager, this was actually coming out. Like it was being written, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And so to honor this and our lost, forgotten childhood teenager, we forgot our teenagerhoods on purpose, I think. Ink and I are going to be reading My Immortal. We will be doing 10 chapters at a time because the first time we did all 22 chapters 1 through 22, and that took about 2 hours. And at the end of it, we both hated everything about this thing. I think we actually started in hating it.
Well, I had never read it before, so I didn't know what.
You didn't know what to expect.
My IQ dropped after those
Yeah,
22 chapters, so
yeah.
I'm prepared to see it drop some more.
Well, we came out of it, and the first thing you had said to me was, "Ah, man, normal words don't look like they're spelled right anymore."
They don't. It was.
It
It
was
was a
bad.
trip.
It was bad. So I will be doing the even chapters, Ink will be doing the odd chapters, which means you get to start us off with the most iconic of fan fiction openings. My Immortal
Yeah.
Chapter 1.
All right. Chapter 1. Author's note. Special fangs. Get it? Because I'm gothic. To my GF. Ew. Not that way. Raven. Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling. You rock. Justin, you're the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks.
Wait. If we're going to be doing this right, we have to be pronouncing the misspellings as they are spelt.
I'm trying.
Phonetically. I think that would be depressing.
Depressing. My
Yeah.
depressing life. You rock.
You rook.
Be
Anyway,
terrible.
please proceed.
Again.
Please proceed.
Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, and I have long ebony black hair, that's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note, if you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was, because he's a major fucking hottie. I am a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm in 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell. And I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them. Do you want to do the voices again?
Sure, I will be voicing the characters as they speak.
She's good at it.
I am good at it. Hey, Ebony.
Shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? I asked.
Nothing.
He said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. Author's note. Is it good? Please tell me, Fangs.
I want to point out something that we didn't catch the first time we read this, and
What's
that is, she says she's not related to Gerard Way, but she wishes she was because he's a major fucking hottie, in her words. I want to point out this probably means she's okay with incest, because if you're related to somebody, you generally do not see them as attractive.
I think we noticed that and we try not to acknowledge it.
Right. Alright. Chapter 2, Author's Note. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. By BTW, Preps, stop flamin' my story, okay? The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took of my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on four pairs of earrings in my pierced ears, and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you, woke up then and grinned at me. She flipped her long, waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. Oh, MFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so? I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked, as we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. No, I so fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied, flirtily. Guess what? He said. What? I asked. Well, Gus Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade, he told me. Oh my fucking god! I screamed. I love GC. They are my favorite band, besides MCR. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped.
Chapter 3. Author's note. Stop flamin' the story, prebs, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the gothic people for the good reviews. Fangs again, Raven. Oh yeah, BTW. I don't own this or the lyrics for Good Charlotte. Charlotte.
Tralata.
Charlotte. Good try.
Good try. Close. Close. Really close, actually.
Not close at all.
No, it's the A and the R are the only things that are off place, and they're just flipped.
No points.
Good
0 points to Slytherin.
0 points to Slytherin.
On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnets on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. Author's note, a lot faux cool boys wear it, okay? Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice.
Hi, Ebony.
He said back. We walked into his flying car. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz.
Bounce.
The license plate said 666. And flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. You come in cold, you're covered in blood. They're all so happy you have arrived. The doctors cut your cord, hand you to your mom. She sets you free into this life, sang Joel. I don't own the lyrics to that song. Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sang, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you, I said.
Really?
Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me all protective. Really, I said, because I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch, I said disgustingly. disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes Benz. But Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest.
There's so many points I'd like to say, but as we go on, I forget them, and it's sad. But I think
Write them down.
I think the one that I wanted to point out is they walked into the car. Did they get into the car for one, or did they just kind of bounce off the hood a little bit? And second, I want the viewers to pay attention to this one. Ebony only puts on clothing. She very, very rarely, if ever, takes the clothing off to put something new on.
She doesn't say she changed clothes.
She just says
puts on more clothes.
She just puts more on. All right.
How many layers of shoes can this stand?
Especially considering they're all high heels. She either has amazing balance, or she's a witch.
Doesn't even work. Or she's a witch. She's got shoes like Hermione's handbag.
I guess. Everlasting
put your
shoe.
foot in it.
Anyway, Chapter 4. Author's note. I said stip flaming, okay? Ebony's name is Enobi, not Nut Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her. He is acting different. They knew each other before, okay? Draco! I shouted. What the fuck do you think you are doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the fucking hell? I asked angrily. Ebony? He asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. And then, suddenly, just as I Draco... Wait, what? Suddenly, just as I Draco.
Yep.
Okay. Just as I Draco kissed me passionately. Draco climbed on top of me, and we started to make out keenly against a tree. The fact that we could do this horizontally, it makes this even more impressive. Unless he's on top of my head, in which case he's Spider-Man.
You're doing it wrong, guys.
You're doing it real wrong, especially as he took of my top and I took of his clothes. I even took of my bra.
It's like partaking of food.
Yeah.
He took of my top, and I took of his clothes.
He even took...
As one takes of the sacrament bread.
He even took of my bra. He then put his thingy in my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time. Oh! 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 I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm. And then... What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? It was Dumbledore.
Chapter 5. Author's note. Stop flaming. If you flam, it means you're a prep or a poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is cause he had a headache.
I think that would still be pronounced headache.
I want to pronounce it wrong, though.
Headache.
It's a headache. Okay, and on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good reviews.
I want to point one thing out, though, for our listeners. Dumbledore and that headache of his, they come back repeatedly. like whenever he swears, there's like a mention of him having a headache, or if he doesn't swear and he's really mad, then he doesn't have a headache, or something like that. It comes back again and again and again, and I'm like, okay, well,
Because
whatever.
having a headache makes it okay to verbally harass your students.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Don't you know kindergarten teachers constantly swear at their students?
Absolutely.
Oh
All the
yeah,
time.
all the time. That's how I learned the word fuck. That's a lie. I learned that well after kindergarten. Please proceed.
Okay. I'd be happy to.
No, you wouldn't.
You're right. Don't call me out like this.
I will call you out forever, friend.
Dumbledore made, and Draco and I follow him. Just take a second to take in that sentence.
I didn't notice it before. Wow.
It's just another gem of many.
Yeah, it's buried in the rough. Am I doing all the voices for everything, or am I?
No, well, you can.
I would love to.
I'm just.
I would
He
love
kept
to.
shouting at us angrily.
You ludicrous fools!
He shouted. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall,
That's
who were
actually
both
spelled
looking
correctly.
very angry. Is it?
Yeah,
Are the
McGonagall.
two L's McGonagall?
Yeah.
All right, my apologies.
This is the only time it happens, though.
Probably.
Because from henceforth, Professor Snape is Professor Snap.
Yeah, I forgot he even got his name in this sentence.
Yeah. And McGonagall, we only see her like one other time.
Yeah. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, both looking very angry. No, it's because she has an editor still in this chapter.
That's right. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest!
He yelled in a furious voice.
Why would you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces?
Asked Professor McGonagall.
How dare you?
Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked.
Because I love her!
Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said,
Fine. Very well. You may go up to your rooms.
Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us.
Are you okay, Ebony?
Yeah, I guess. I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut black floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. I want to see the size of her suitcase.
It's endless, just like Hermione's purse.
When I came out, dot, 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 Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, and he started to sing I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back to his room.
I want to know how he got into her room. There's a spell specifically designed for on the dorms that say that male students cannot enter the female dorms, even though that's a double standard because girls can go into the boys' dorms with no problem whatsoever. I want to.
Students and faculty can't apparate on school grounds either.
Yeah, that comes up later. Anyway, Chapter 6. Author's Note. Shit up.
Tried.
Shit up, prebz. Okay. P.S. I would not update until you give me good revows. Okay. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black mini skirt that was all ripped around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it, and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears, despite being a vampire where that would really, really hurt me. But I digress. I spray-painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk, and a glass of red blood. Suddenly someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled all over my top. Bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted it. I regretted saying it when I looked up, 'cause I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face.
You were.
Yeah,
Straight down.
straight down. And he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses, just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like John Madden. John Madden.
Joel.
John Madden.
Joel Madden.
Ayu, ayu, ayu.
Hey.
Joel Madden. I'm sorry, every time that's gonna pop up, if it's a J name followed by Madden, I'm sorry. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him. Kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I didn't get one, you sicko. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's alright. What's your name? I questioned. My name is Harry Potter, though most people call me Vampire these days, he grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood, he giggled. Well, I'm a vampire, I confessed. Really? He whimpered. Yeah! I roared. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him, leaving Vampire there alone at the table, wondering what the fuck just happened.
The surprise is his dick.
Yep. Wait, is it is it actually his dick? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Okay.
But if a guy says, I have a surprise for you, half the time I expect it to be a dick.
Yeah. Dick in a box.
Yeah.
I've never been victim to that, though.
Me neither.
Thank God.
Thankfully.
I want to point out that in the middle of this next page break, right after the 666, there's a Z in there for no reason.
I noticed that last time.
I didn't.
I've started looking for it in all of the page breaks.
Well, chapter 7.
Bring me to life. Author's note. Well,
Wake me up inside. Is that Bring Me to Life, or is that a different one?
that is Bring Me to Life.
Okay.
But that's Evanescence, who has not been mentioned at all.
Strangely enough.
Author's note. Well, okay, you guys. I'm only writing this because I got 5 God reviews. But BTW, I want write the next chapter till I get 10 God Vons.
10 God mods! That's
So flaming or I'll report you. Ivani isn't a Marie. Isn't a Marie Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a Satanist. And she has... she has problems. She's depressed. For God's sake. God's sake.
Satanits!
She's a Satanist.
I'm sorry, I'm just envisioning, like, these really soft gnats all around her, trailing little ribbons made of satin.
Satanist.
Get it?
Oh dear. Yes.
I'm funny. Anyway, please proceed.
Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails in red nail polish. Author's note. See, does that sound like a Maru Sue to you? Do you want me to answer that?
She's not very round like a Maru.
Maru is very round.
Yes.
I waved to the vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going after Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went to his room and locked the door with Draco. Then, with Draco. We started Frenching passively.
Yeah, they weren't really all that interested.
They weren't into it.
They
yet.
weren't, not until
But
they
now
got to the clothes.
Now we're enthusiastically taking off each other's clothes. He felt me up before I took off my top. And then I took off my black leather bra,
Oh,
comfy,
ow. Ow, that's
and
no. That's had to have
and he
left like a couple of marks at least.
sticky. I'm thinking, you peel that off. You don't just take that off.
Yeah.
And
You
he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked, and then he put his boy's thingy in mine. And we had sex.
she's
See, is that stupid?
yes, very. And she's got a
Yeah,
boy's thingy as well.
that's what I was thinking. He put his boy thingy inside of my boy thingy.
And then we had sex with our boy thingies.
I don't. Does that count as sex? I think that's just frauding.
That's docking actually.
Okay.
If you put one penis in another penis, that's
Painful.
docking. And if it's penis against penis, that's frauding.
And suddenly this live reading is not safe for work.
It was never safe for work. It's my Immortal.
True.
Please proceed.
No, it's your turn.
No, it's still in the middle of chapter 7.
Oh, well, I'll do it then. Oh, Draco! Draco! I screamed while getting an orgasm, while all of a sudden, I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, in bloody Gothic writing, were the words. Multiple words. Vampire. I was so angry. You bastard! I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed.
No, but you don't understand.
Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway. I put on my clothes all huffily, and then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out, and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter! No, that's not the right voice. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker! I yelled.
Going to point out now, so that we don't have to point it out later, but Draco is going to remain naked for a while.
Yes.
Like
yes, he is.
He doesn't put clothes back on.
Not for a while, yeah.
Chapter 8. Author's note. Stop flassing, okay? If you do, then you're a prep. Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room, even though he was naked, and started begging me to take him back. Ebony! It's not what you think! Draco screamed sadly. My friend Bloody Mary Smith smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long waist, as in waist byproduct, length, gothic black hair, and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. What? And opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on.
She's wearing contact lenses on her blood.
On her
don't
blood.
You?
No, I don't. That hurts.
What's wrong with you?
It hurts.
How you're supposed to do it.
I thought they were supposed to go on your eyes.
No, they go on your blood. That's what makes you see.
Apparently, she had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it and is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out that her real last name is Smith, and not Granger. Since she has converted to Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, and not Gryffindor. What?
What?
What? So if you want to go into Slytherin, you have to be a Satanist.
Yep.
Okay.
The only qualifying fact.
Yeah, not like ambition or, a quiet sort of intimidation. The willingness to do things for your friends while resorting to less than, legal means. None of that.
No, you just gotta be a Satanist.
That's it. What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit? Snape demanded angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Because you can do that to teachers.
Absolutely.
Vampire? I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco! I shouted at him. Wait, what? To use the term cheated on me refers to the person that you are dating, as in Draco cheated on her. To say vampire cheated on me implies that she was dating him too.
The whole thing's a mess.
The whole thing is that we haven't even gotten to the horrible part.
I'm caught up on the fact that she didn't acknowledge the tattoo to Draco. She just suddenly up and runs out, angry. But apparently Draco knows what he means. What she means.
She magically understood her. Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire. I'm bi, and so is Ebony. For a while. But then he broke my heart.
POV change.
Yeah, POV change. He dumped me because he liked Brittany. A stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Like I would hang out with a prep. But I'm not going out with But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire. Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard! I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest, directly from the room.
I just leapt out the window.
Where I had lost...
She's a vampire.
Apparently. Where I had lost my virility to Draco. And then I started to burst into tears.
This is a trip.
Oh, is this the one? Is this the one with you know who giving you know who a you know what?
Maybe.
Yay!
But I want to point out the irony of the type of virility, because it can also mean sex drive.
Yup.
I had lost my virility for Draco.
To Draco. Yeah, he stole it. He stole it all.
He stole it.
Anyway, your turn.
Chapter 9. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault. It's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. God, what does that say?
The best Swedes.
I said he had a headache.
Headache.
A headache. And the resin Snap doesn't lick Harry now is because he's Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks. Just putting that out there.
I didn't know Harry was in this story. I thought there was only Vampire. And why is Snape licking children?
He doesn't do that anymore.
No, not to whoever Harry is. He just does it to everybody else.
He doesn't lick Harry now.
He doesn't lick Harry now, but he licks other children. Somehow.
Only if they're Satanists.
Yeah,
or maybe it's because Vampire's a Satanist now that he doesn't lick Harry.
I guess. He doesn't want to catch it.
They have a flavor.
I guess they have a flavor.
I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco.
How we found it, I don't know.
We found it because the car is still parked next to it.
Oh yeah, that's right. The car is still right next to it, huh?
Then, all of a suddenly, an horrible man with...
All of a suddenly! That sounds like something a child would say.
This was written by a child.
No,
this is 11 years old.
This was written by teenagers because there's too much cursing.
Yeah. Then, all of a suddenly, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick.
And everything?
And what does that mean?
He has everything. He's got a Katamari. He's got a Katamari. That's how he's got everything.
He's gonna roll you up. You better run.
Yeah, run, kid, run.
So this man with red eyes and no nose, he didn't have a nose.
No nose. Basically Voldemort.
Like Voldemort in the movie. I'm gonna move on. I don't want to acknowledge the silliness here.
And he was wearing all black, but it was obvious that he wasn't gothic. It was...
Obviously. Voldemort! No! I shouted in a scared voice. But then Voldemort shouted,
Imperious!
Oh,
Oh, sorry, I thought I was doing
and...
his voice too.
Sorry, I
No
forgot.
worries.
And I couldn't run away. Crookshanks! I shouted at him.
Yes!
Even if you didn't read the books, you should know that's a cat.
Let's just throw Hermione's cat at Voldemort.
Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream.
It worked!
Wouldn't you if there was a cat on your face? I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. What did you stop doing?
I guess she stopped the cat and threw it off screen. Ebony,
He yelled.
thou must kill Vampire Potter.
Vampire.
Shut up.
I thought about vampire eyes and his gothic black hair.
Can you
and how
reread
his...
that line, please? You cut out for a second.
I thought about vampire and his sexa eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looks just like Joel Madden.
Hey, you.
I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand. So I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up?
Ugh, concept. No way.
Thought.
Yeah, no way.
Velociraptor pose.
Velociraptor.
Yeah, the Velociraptor pose. No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged. Don't give me the gun! Anything but the gun!
Oh,
Never
it
mind that
cracks
we're
me
wizards.
up.
The Kavadra is more effective than a gun.
Thou must!
He yelled.
If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco.
How did you know? I asked in a surprised way.
How did he know?
How did he know what?
It's still your line.
No, it's...
Voldemort got a...
Oh. I don't know why I was expecting you to read that.
I don't know. If you want me
Voldemort
to.
got a... Dude, you're so retarded. Look on his face.
I hath telekinesis.
He answered cruelly.
And if that you doth not kill vampire, then you shall... Then thou know what will happen to Draco.
He shouted. I think that Voldemort's lines in this fic are, like, even worse than the rest of the fic.
Yeah, because it's like half
I
Old
cringe
English.
so hard.
It's half Old English and half modern, and it doesn't mesh well.
It doesn't. Then he flew away angrily on his... I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods.
Naked.
Draco! Yes, naked still. Draco, I said. Hi.
Hi.
He said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? No, I don't.
I think she means portmanteau.
No.
Which still doesn't make sense.
No. It's kind of like a pentagram between Joel Madden and
Ew.
Gerard Way. Are you okay? I asked, because why would I ask that? He was in class?
No.
He answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me. I expelled.
That's okay.
He said all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together making out.
The flip-flops of emotion in this are really just killer.
They are.
Anyway,
The dawn of the final chapter.
This is the last chapter for this particular episode. Chapter 10, Author's Note. Stip it, you gay fags. If you do not if you did not lick my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle effort all. And she and vampire are evil. That's why they moved houses, okay? My brain hurts a little bit from that.
When
Getting
was it
over,
mentioned that they moved houses?
uh,
Either of them.
like, moving from Gryffindor to Slytherin. Moving
Ah, those
houses.
houses.
Not like moving her living situation. Sorry, my brain needs a moment to get over the tumor that's just suddenly formed. Alright, I'm good. I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset. Went to rehearsals. We rehear souls with my gothic metal band.
It's a
Bloody.
pun.
It sucks. With my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I'm the lead singer of it, and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GC and Slipknot and MCR. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although we call him Diabolo now. He has black hair with blue streaks in it, and Hargrid. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming in, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that. Or a steak. Or a steak. A really good top sirloin, or a tri-tip. Like, you know, a T-bone steak works good too.
Indeed.
Oh,
You just
man.
whack him across the face with it.
Yes. I'm suddenly very hungry. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. I put on
Very depressing.
Yeah, very depressing. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobies and tiny matching mini skirt that said "Simple Plan" on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but really I'm not. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly burst into tears. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. She's still singing. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily, and then I said, well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry, whoever the fuck he is, but I don't want to kill him because he's like really nice. And even if he did go out with Draco, and I'm going out with Draco, but if I don't kill Harry, who the fuck is Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill him. Will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears again. Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind a wall somehow. Why didn't you fucking tell me? He shouted. How could you? You fucking poser muggle bitch. See? Is that out of character?
Yes?
I started to cry and cry and cry some more to go on top of the crying. Draco started to cry all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced.
Still, or again.
We practiced for 1 more hour instead of me going and comforting my supposed boyfriend because, you know, why would
We're
I
good
do
at
that?
relationships.
Why would I do that? Then sudden Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew that this time it wasn't because he had a hidake. What have
No,
you...
they spelled headache right this time.
I'm still pronouncing it hidake.
Okay. Hadouken!
Hadouken! What have you done? He started to cry wisely. See, that's basically nut swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why. My
I
brain.
see why, and I think it needs to be cry, just because everyone else is crying too.
I'm crying now. Ebony. Draco has been found in his room.
Ebony Draco.
Ebony Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists.
Dun, dun, dun!
Done. And that's the end of this particular part. We left it on a great cliffhanger there, right at the end of suicide. Wow. I forgot that was the end of chapter 10. You know, we'll be doing this whole fic in parts every Saturday until we no longer have the
ability to read.
No longer have the ability to read, or we finish the fic, whichever comes first.
Or I go blind.
Or we go blind. Or dumb, deaf, dumb, and stupid. I said dumb there twice for a reason. Not because it's already taking effect. No way. If you liked this video, that I hope your day has been great. I hope the rest of your day is even better. And if you liked this video, please like, share, comment, or subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. And I have been Paint.
And I have been Ink.
And we'll see you in the next one when we have at least a little bit of our mental capabilities back. Oh.
I need to go take an IQ test.
I do too. Or a zodiac test, whichever one, happens to measure intelligence. Bye-bye!